Hey there, everyone. My name is Luna, and I'm Today, I want to hurt myself. You know why? Because look at this. Look at this. I rage quit this a couple hours ago. And I took a nap, and I woke up, and it's that time currently at the moment. I tried. I really did try. I tried to do Tarantula Island. Right, I made it. You guys seen it. Let me overshow it again. Right? All the flower buds gone, so no butterflies or anything spawns. It wasn't raining when I did it. I did this for about 45 minutes without a tarantula. Everything's gone. You can see everything's gone. Nothing's spawning. These are here because, whatever. They weren't there. I just threw them down after I got done being angry at it. And, I gotta say, brother. What did I do wrong? Flip, whatever his name is. He was in my town, and I didn't notice him yesterday. Oh, this is the first time I'm talking today. And, I chopped my tongue and I chopped my mouth, the side of my mouth yesterday, so it's kind of weird. I noticed he was in my town yesterday, so I decided to, instead of doing it in the live stream, I'll just do it off stream, off game, off recording, and let's just say it didn't work out that way, brother. I had 13K tickets. I spent 5 tickets to get to the island that I needed to get to. I kept going to the same island over and over, which is the one that you do to get rare fish, and I didn't bring my fishing rod, nor did I want to spend any points, so I just kept going, which I probably should stop doing that. So I just decided to get the hell out, just sidestepping it over and over and over and over again. Oh, God. But today's a news day. It's hump day, everyone. How are you doing today? Have you completed a lot of things that you're supposed to complete? You know, in about 6 days' time, I'm about to get my washer, so we can finally wash our clothes instead of spending $8 at a laundromat. You know? The world we live in, people. Okay, so everything I have is at my not here. What I said makes no sense. Look at how much money I made yesterday. God damn. After the video ended, I just started grinding and grinding and grinding. But I bought a whole bunch of items, which will be useful to us. And one of them, I am going to go give to Maddie right now. I am going to go run over to Maddie and give it to her right now. That'll be my first stop. I'm going to take the long way around my town. So, let's go. Run, run, run. Got no shoes, got no clothes, got nothing like that. Run, run, run. Flip, flat, flip, flat, flip, flat. Fat feet hitting the floor. As you can see, I planted a whole bunch of trees because I was like, I need more than 24K worth of money if I'm going to be doing what I'm doing. Alright, let's see. Where is she? Her house is... Hey, sucker. Right here. She's inside. Alright, let's go check. Hello? Maddie? Maddie Matheson, please, take this. Drinking some tea. Good stuff, huh? I'm really congested, so the inside of your room is, like, terrible for me. Let's see. There it is. I could not find this. I was like, it was called a dress, right? So I was looking at my dresses. I was like, there's no way. Like, am I growing I was, like, growing cross-eyed trying to find this. Nope. Skirt and suspenders. It's orange. It should match your skin. Nice! Thanks! Let me just take that off. Let me give this to you. Ah, I can't. You loving the island life? I saw you all over the place yesterday. What were you up to? Running errands? Oh, we're just cruising around, taking in all the fantastical aerial vistas. That sounds nice. I really love this place. It's perfect. Perfect! Oh, including me. Okay, easy there. Easy there. Everyone loves you. You don't need to be too self-centered. Also, she has a fruit basket of all the fruit. What the fuck? I don't even have that. So yeah. I was fishing for a snapping turtle yesterday, so I created this to help me get around the island a little faster without changing any items. Hey, Lollipop! Zucker decided to call me Lollipop yesterday. Thanks for saying hi. What's the latest? The sky today looks clear and dry. I bet that means the sun and the moon are happy. Yeah, they're not fighting and wanting to crash into each other. You know? Woof woof. My luck in catching a snapping turtle has not really worked at all. It has been a situation which makes me want to physically, like, throw something against the wall as hard as I possibly can. So the mice infesting my home better watch out, because I have a type of rage that you cannot comprehend for this, because it's ridiculous. It's considered a rare, right? The snapping turtles are considered a rare, right? They're considered rare. It's not stringfish rare, but it's considered a rare. It's not coelacanth rare, but it's considered a rare. And I can't get it. It's size 5, and every time I try to get a size 5, I end up getting just garbage. Literal garbage. Literal tires. I got 6 tires in a row. Do you understand how bad that makes me feel? Makes me feel like garbage. Alright, Sinking Painting. April 28th, 2020. Donated by Luna. Ophelia. John Everett. Milayola. Oil on Canvas. Ophelia is a tragic figure in the Shakespearean play Hamlet. There is an otherworldly expression on her face as she lies unconscious in the river. She is surrounded by the beauty of nature as she floats between life and death. Didn't this bitch get choked out in the river? I swear to God that's what happened in it. I know, me talking about classic literature is like, didn't this bitch say E tu Brute? Didn't he say that? You too, Brutus? Come on. Oh my God. That reminds me. What did he mean when he called him serpent eggs? It was like that he's fucking like a baby serpent, bro. He's like a snake, bruv. He's a snake, bruv. Ain't that hard, bruv. God, I remember when I got asked that. Or like, what is the meaning of Ouroboros? I'm like, are we being serious right now? It's the beginning and the end, the creation and destruction. You're like, good job. I was like, I think I just said what I heard in like a video game. Marshall! If Marshall's here, hey, who wants this gold wall? 20, 200K for this gold wall. I'm literally about to sell this on the Nukazan. I'm really going to be selling it. Because that's my second one I've got. I got them 2 days in a row. I'm selling it, brother. And when it comes to gold items, I'm sure people go fucking crazy for them. Bianca! What you up to? Well, I'm making some stacked magazines. Okay. Why do we keep talking about Megalith Mike? Thanks. I think I already have this. Yet another thing to add. Oh, I don't. I don't. Why am I talking like this? Is my tongue really messed up right now? I chomped on it pretty hard. It made a big squish noise. Really, really hard. Alright, so I'm naked right now. I need to Yes, I get it. Fossils. Give it to me. I need to abuse ways to make money. Bone door plate and frying pan. Oh my gosh. My tongue is messed up. Ah. Oh, I can still... Ooh, there's a big bump on it. I thought tongues are supposed to be one of the things that heal up really, really fast, you know? Right? Isn't it like our strongest muscle in our body or something like that? I'm not exactly sure. Who knows? So, the U.S. Pentagon, excuse me, came out recently stating that UFOs are real. No, they didn't come out stating UFOs are real. They declassified some naval footage of UFOs, right? Now, I'm going to tell you something. These videos have been out for a while. It's just that it didn't hit mainstream. And when I watched these, I was like, I've seen these already. You know who showed them to me? The fucking lead singer of Blink-182. For whatever reason, there is this organization or group or whatever it is that decided to use him as a proxy to show, oh my god, to show these UFOs or UFIs or whatever they're called. They're called something different. We call them UFOs. UFOs is supposed to be like, was a term, and then they, like, actual alien shit coming from outer space. It's called something else, and I forgot what it is. I'm sorry. Look it up. But this information has been known. I've seen those videos a long time ago. They've been on YouTube for a long time. For about 2 years? I want to say 2 years. He went on the Joe Rogan podcast to show them. Yes. Weird, right? Dude Bro Joe Rogan podcast, right? And, he sounded crazy while talking about it. So much so that Joe ended up cutting the interview short. So he was right. He wasn't crazy. He's just a little eccentric, right? Because he wants to believe in aliens and whatnot. There's a lot of... I think there's like 3 Blink-182 songs that I can think of that involve aliens of some sort. So, in turn, I don't know why they chose to. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But it's information that I wanted to tell you. Hello, Coco. What do you think about while you're on a walk around the island, Sherb? Sometimes I think about how neat it'd be to be a butterfly. I just hop around from flower to flower, slurping up nectar. Hell yeah, while we talk with a mantis in the back. Doing, that doesn't sound like a real great life. That sounds like a really great life, except for when it gets snowy, I guess. Oh no, I don't want to be frozen fly. Wait, you could keep flowers in your place through the cold months for me, Coco. That way I could stay warm and I still have plenty of nectar to slurp up. Alright, it's a deal. If you turn into a butterfly, you can winter with me. That can be my excuse to keep fresh flowers around. Interesting. So is that their way of telling me my flowers will die during winter? Because, if they do, I will literally cry. I will cry. Anyway, I'm just gonna go. Oh, man. How's you guys' sinuses doing? Pretty crazy, huh? It just started acting up today. You know why? Because we had some pretty crazy rain. Such crazy rain that my dog was scared and she didn't know what to do and she was running around everywhere trying to figure out a place to go. Which is a little cute. There's some cuteness into that, and there's also some sadness because it's kind of interesting how we have a visceral reaction to rain and how it's just like in our genes. It's just been programmed. It's just things we know, right? It was kind of funny. I had a history teacher talk about that, talking about genes and how like things are just in us that we understand, or we're more deposed to something, or something we have immunity to X, Y, and Z, right? I remember he would talk to us about that, and oh no, I'm forgetting the story. I was rambling. I'm forgetting the story. Don't do that. Hold on, let me think really hard. Oh yeah, his thing. He said, like, you guys know who Marilyn Monroe is, but you never watched her movies, right? And we're like, yeah, I know who Marilyn Monroe is. And we're like, yep, it's in your DNA. It's just something that's passed along that you just know. And I'm like, what? Though I don't think that is it. I'm sure we heard that name prior. I'm still hearing that name every couple of years. Usually not in a good sense, to be completely honest with you. To be completely honest with you. But I don't know. It was kind of funny. And then, you know, you have Metal Gear Solid talking about memes in the DNA. And you're like, oh, haha, memes in the DNA. But what I just stated is what memes in the DNA are. Not like pop culture references, but, you know, being afraid of weather, being afraid of snakes, you know, knowing fire is not good for you once you reach a specific age. But, you know, you have little kids putting their hands on stoves, but yet you don't know, hey, guess what? There's no fire there. Do little kids go into fire? I don't know. Probably not. I fell into a fire when I was younger. Thank God nothing bad happened to me. I remember I went on this camping trip, and, like, I barely remember it. I remember they made a literal fire pit. They dug into the ground to make a fire. It was so, like, the memory is like, I know it happened. I believe it happened. You know what? I'll probably ask my mom about this, and I'll come back to you guys about it. Because this could just be a 100% dream. And I've told people that I've went camping before when I was a little kid. Like, little. I was, like, not even 8 during this time. And I remember the fire being so hot, and cooking weenies over the fire, and marshmallows. And I remember I burnt my marshmallow to the point where, like, I remember it made me upset because my older cousin stated that if you make a marshmallow like that, it tastes a lot better, but it just looked black and gross to me. So in turn, in my little kid mind, I was like, oh no, I fucked it up. So, like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. And I believe my mom was with me. I may have been with my dad. I'm not exactly sure. I know one of these stark memories of when I was a little kid was when my dad tried to fight my grandfather. That was kind of crazy. I remember that. We went to go eat at Pizza Hut, and I was playing Marvel vs. Capcom, right, the first one, on a cabinet, and they had a Mortal Kombat. I don't know which Mortal Kombat cabinet it was. He wouldn't let me play the Mortal Kombat, but he let me play the Marvel vs. Capcom. And I remember I chose Spider-Man, Sentinel, and Magneto, which is kind of funny because I picked 2 out of the 3 people who are insanely good. Right? From what I understand, during that time, or I may be thinking of Marvel vs. Capcom, Super Armor Brothers. And I remember him coming home, and he brought us home really late. I remember it being really late. I don't know what time it was, but it was a time where you would be upset, like, hey, you know, we tried to call you. This is before cell phones. He was like, we tried to call your house, tried to see if anyone, you know, you were there. And they thought, there was a fear that my dad was going to kidnap us. This is kind of weird, you know, talking about this, but, you know, my family is not the best. My father's former gang member, you know. His brother killed people, more than one, you know. My younger brother, my older brother, I guess my first brother, is a murderer, you know. Everyone but me has done that in my family, from my father's lineage. It stopped at me, right? And then there's 2 more kids, right? So it's kind of spooky. It's kind of spooky. Sometimes I think about it, I was like, am I predisposed to do this? But no, they were in gang life. They were in, like, deep gang life. And I moved away from where I lived to get away from that. which is why I moved to a town middle of nowhere, because I would get people asking me constantly in middle school. They're like, hey, your last name is Luna. Is your blah 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 this? Are they this? Are they that? And I would always have to say no. But in actuality, yes, scared. Fun time, brother. Oh man, sorry if you hear my nose. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Yeah, can you imagine bringing kids that you that aren't yours anymore home super late, and then wanting to fight your ex-wife's father because he's like, why'd you bring the kids home late? And he's like, the fuck you talk about, old man? Can you imagine that? You're like, it's like, I understand why my grandfather was upset. It's kind of weird. I don't know, just random memories. Now I'm going through it, like, just memories that I feel like I remember playing basketball with my cousins, and I remember before leaving their house, I accidentally stomped on their cat's tail. Now, I didn't do it purposely. I wasn't going to be like, ah, yeah, time to fucking teach this thing a lesson. It was just, I accidentally stepped on it because it would hide by the door. And I remember we were playing, like, NCAA 2K 5, I think it was, or something like that. And I was like, I don't know basketball. Like, basketball sucks. I hate sports. There's just, like, weird memories like that, like, I don't know if are real. And I feel like, I know there's a time when I went there, I remember sitting in a fridge playing Halo 1 so I could play Halo 2. And I remember beating them both in one sitting because I wanted to play these games so badly. Right? Just kind of like weird memories. Like, why was I sitting in the fridge? It was like, I think they were one of the first people that I seen with a fridge that goes downstairs. That's downstairs, right? Full of food? Which is something we have now. It's pretty sick. We got a throwaway fridge from someone. And we're like, let us put all our food in here for later. Yes, yes. Whoa! That's a cardboard box. Isn't that wonderful? Whew. Man, my sinuses are wild. They are wild right now. Let's see, I have some items that I can get rid of. I see my mom just got home now from work, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. She sent me a text message. She was like, you know, you're supposed to turn off the light if you want to catch the mousies. And I was like, and I was asleep. I was asleep. I went to bed at like before 10 p.m. I'm like, ooh, I was like just kind of spooked a bit when she said that. I was just like, what? I wasn't upstairs. But I think it was my sister's boyfriend. He has this inability to turn off the light that I've noticed. And I don't know why he does that. Like, he'll leave the bathroom light on. He'll just leave all these other lights on, which is just like boring people stuff. I know, today is like a boring people stuff type of day. I told you about aliens in the beginning, okay? Usually when it comes to building, this is how I am. You can tell my voice is changing because, oof, my allergies are wild because of the raid. Should it be like that? I feel like it could be longer. Maybe that's a little too long there, bud. Maybe not. Actually, maybe I could break this up a little bit more where you can make paths, where you can walk around in the back area. Maybe not. I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to like view this correctly, and I don't think it. Ow, my hair. Ow, my hair's caught in my glasses. Ah, bitchy. Okay, there we go. No, I think my mom went to go buy some Mexican food that I don't eat. Made from the least desirable parts of the animal, which I don't partake in. No, thank you. Mexican soul food, as I would say. She loves it. I don't. I can't handle it. I am Americanized beyond reason. Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. So speaking of memories, so you know, Super Size Me, right? We all know the Super Size Me. We all probably watched it when we were younger, for whatever reason. I'm like making this place like super giant. I don't think I should do that. Now I'm looking at it, I probably shouldn't make it super giant because it's gonna hinder me later on. So let's make it back to where it was. So let's put a little less chip in our dip. So that documentary Super Size Me, where that guy ate fast food, right? Actually, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, I'm looking at it. It's not laying up. That documentary where the guy ate fast food, right? Super Size Me. He made Super Size Me 1 and Super Size Me 2. I never watched Super Size Me 2. But pretty much the basis of Super Size Me was that all 3 meals of the day I am going to eat McDonald's. There was this thing. There was a lot of cases way back when. There was like these girls got fat from eating McDonald's every single day, and they blamed them. They blamed McDonald's for it, right? And there was the reason why there's warnings on the coffee cup that someone burned themselves and they didn't know it was hot because there was no warning on the cup that states so that it was hot. You know, like a lot of these mental gymnastics that you're like, okay, yeah, you should do that so you can protect people and also protect yourself, understandably, right? And there was this guy did this, and there's a lot of stuff about this guy that came out later when I was an adult that I understand that he was like a raging alcoholic. He was like cutting alcohol cold turkey, which is why he looked like absolute shit during the whole entire experience. And he was just blaming the food. Now, it's high fat, high salt, right? And high salt isn't really good for any type of diet, from what I can understand. I'm trying to think if there's any diet plan I know that it has high sodium in it. I don't think there is any. I know in moderation it's fine for you, but like in like heavy doses, like in fast food, where everything's like preserved, so it has a shit ton of salt in it for preservation reasons, right? But like, if you eat McDonald's every single day, right? Like you eat a burger, or you just eat like a plain burger, and you have a specific diet, it won't affect you too much. It's pretty crazy in calories, right? It does make you feel like shit if you haven't eaten in a while, and that's just due to all the crazy additives and crazy everything. And your body's just becoming super soaked with a whole bunch of stuff that it's not used to getting, right? It's like you were like, oh, I'm gonna put a cup of sugar in my Kool-Aid, even though that's how you make the best Kool-Aid. But let's say like if I only put 2 tablespoons into it, right? I put a entire cup of sugar in my Kool-Aid. Like, it's kind of like a crazy overdose thing. And I remember our school was showing it to us, and they're like, yeah, this is what fast food does to you fucking idiots. Don't eat that. Go at home and eat your frozen food and processed meat. And I can honestly say that that is probably the first time we've ever experienced brainwashing, within a sense, from adults trying to push this crazy ass agenda that was just lying to us, because there is an inherent unhealthiness to it, right? But it wasn't to the point that they showed in it. The dude was an alcoholic and he was dying, and the reason his liver was fucking failing is because he cut cold turkey, and you're not supposed to do that when you're an alcoholic. Fun fact. I hope you guys are learning stuff watching this series. You know, I know later on in the episodes, there's not much retention of people watching, but I hope you're learning, because there's a lot of shit out there, Dad, that they lied to us about. Jesus. I don't know. It's funny. It's like, you want to hear something else crazy? Huh? So, I don't know if it started with the Nazis. I ended up hearing it with the Nazis, right? But, you know, they did a whole bunch of, you know, eugenic research, and they've done a lot of stuff that like, pushed medical science to the, forward, right? Progressed forward, while doing inhumane things. I think there was a live stream a couple days ago where I was talking about, I was like, oh yeah, psychology, where you actually commit human atrocities to figure out how the brain works, right? They do this thing where they starve your brain of blood. I'm trying to think, blood or oxygen. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but pretty much the basis is they stop your heart. Your heart stops, you go brain dead, and then apparently you talk to a different being of higher level, just like a consciousness of the universe, and that's how they got some kind of plans to do X, Y, and Z, to do some things when it comes to machine building and super Metal Gear weapons. And that is a thing that is practiced. Oh, and they resuscitate you, and you come back, and then you have like this experience during that time of pretty much dying and then being brought back over and over and over and over again, right? It's weird, huh? It sounds like something out of like a manga or like a movie or supervillain type of stuff, but this is something that people do. Anyway, since I noticed myself, I guess I've gotten kind of self-conscious, to be honest. What do you think of my catchphrase? Wow. Catchphrase, huh? You know what? I'm gonna have Coco do databayo. Not the actual word databayo, but I'll have it be Naruto's catchphrase. You know? In the English one. With the little squiggly line, if I can find it. Where is it at? Or, it'd be cool if I got, like, emojis and can put, like, hearts and stuff there, but I don't think it'll let me do that. Or maybe I can. I could just do it with a, less than 3. Oh my goodness, Rusty Girl. You know. Did I get it right? You got it. You know. You know. I like the way it rolls off my tongue. You know. I knew you'd come through for me. I really like this new catchphrase. Thank you so much. You know. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't believe. I don't know if I'm trying to remember that Nazi story that I remember reading about. It's publicized bullshit. There's a lot of declassified stuff that the government has done, and you'll find amazing. Look up Midnight Climax. A lot of things that started wars in places were just false flag stuff, as in like creating a fake situation to cause war to happen or cause an issue, and you're like, why would the government do that? I don't know, man. I don't know. To get something out of it. There's something you gotta get out of it. Let's see. Wonderful. Look at that orange flower. Government conspiracies, the episodes. Anyway, I'm gonna end off today's episode. Try not to go too long, so I don't say any crazy shit more than I already know. Do I even have magazine? I don't even think I have magazine. I don't even have magazine. Whatever. Have a good day, everyone. Bye. Man. Remember, I stream Fridays and Saturdays, 7 p.m. CDT time. That's Central Time, okay? Because I live in Central Time. Bye.